know, I think it's time to play a little Ghosts and Ghouls. Another one of those spooky, graveyardy, eerie atmosphere kind of video games that I like. You know, this is actually a sequel to Ghosts and Goblins, and just look at that box art. That's freaking awesome. Though this game is great, it is pretty hard, so I'm taking it easy this time. I'm not a glutton for punishment, I actually want to beat the game. Storyline of this game. Well, your efforts in the first game apparently meant jack squat, as all the hordes of demons are back, and yet again, one of them has snagged your girlfriend. So that means it's time to start throwing a never-ending supply of lances at Grim Reapers again. Oh, sorry, make that skeleton murderers. Yeah, that sounds a lot tougher than Grim Reaper. Anyways. One problem you'll notice right off the bat is that jump and attack are in the wrong place. In most games, the first button, in this case that would be A, would be attack, with B being jump. But here it's flipped. This causes confusion for me when playing, and I killed Arthur several times by hitting the wrong button on instinct. Aside from skeleton murderers, still, that name, we have vultures, and what I like to call jerk in the box. You'll be wanting a weapon upgrade, or magic armor, but often, and I mean often, this guy in a top hat pops out and turns Arthur into a duck. Were the people who thought of this quacks? I'll be here all night. Sometimes he'll turn Arthur into an old man as well. He can still throw his weapon in this form, but it's just sad. But he does turn back to normal. This part here is a little tricky. You have this strong rainstorm that's pushing against Arthur, slowing him down, and at the same time, you have to dodge these little demons that are spinning around like Taz. The first boss you fight is called the Statue of Terror. He wakes up and then puts his head in his hand. Yeah, that's terrifying. Just pummel his face over and over, and he goes down pretty easily. But this next part is not so easy. These stone turtles come bouncing down the hill, and good lord, just look at this pattern. I just got here. This is only the second level. Why is the pattern this hard? Where are all these turtles coming from anyways? Once you manage to get past the turtles, you'll find this hill with quicksand and a super flimsy bridge above. You want to try your best to step on the right spots on this bridge, otherwise Arthur falls right through to be devoured by the Sarlacc pit. Hey, it's Firebrand from Demon's Crest. You'll be seeing him a lot in this game. The last part of this level is engulfed in flames, and teeming with fire pillars, fire bats, and piranha plants with lipstick. The boss in this level is a fire dog named Infernimo. Interesting. He leaps back and forth, leaving fireballs wherever he moves. Easiest way to beat him is to duck, allowing him to jump over Arthur. Defeat Infernimo, and it's on to the next level. You start off on an elevator, and trouble comes in the form of grape jelly knights stuck to the ceiling and walls with swords. And there's also flying goblins and Bifangs. Yeah, Bifangs. Whatever those are. Now you have to be quick because the ceiling is coming, and you have to watch out for the aforementioned bad guys. Just stay out of their reach and... What? I didn't know that the Twizzler fence was a hazard too. Okay, so now you've made it outside, and the only way to get across this chasm is to jump from giant tongue to giant tongue. Weird. If it wasn't hard enough trying to dodge everything and make it to the next tongue, the jerk in the box shows up. But you still have to get rid of him so you can get the good item that pops up in the next chest. Okay. Got the gold armor just to lose it that fast? Well, after that struggle, you're greeted to this level's boss, a giant eyeball surrounded in clouds, referred to as Mistral Winds. Well, thank God it isn't Mistral's daughter. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all night. Try the veal. Just fill that pupil full of knives, and it's off to the next stage. The next level is more of the same things, with a few differences. You now have to worry about these sharp, dangerous emeralds? Now that would be just a little conflicting, wouldn't it? One new enemy are these totem poles that spit marbles. Very interesting sound effect. And when you kill one of them, their face turns nasty looking. Looks like melted cheese or something. Speaking of nasty faces, just look at these giant green hands. They're terrifying. In this section you run down waterfalls while dodging the green hands and giant worms, but you can't stand still for too long because of the water. And from there, you wind up on these green elevators that are really part of a giant plant that's trying to eat its prey. Next is a fight with a giant green empanada with 5 hearts and a case of the worms. Ew. If you've kept the knife, then it's not too hard to punish it and claim your key. Ah yes, Stage 4. Remember when I said that you'd be seeing Firebrand again? Hey, it's Firebrand from Demon's Crest. You'll be seeing him a lot in this game. Seems like only yesterday. Well, now he's back, full force, and he's cloned himself. It's kinda hard to describe his attack pattern. We'll just say he's good at staying away from Arthur's attacks. The dumbest thing you can do is make him run away. Now in this next part I can give you a tip for climbing the ladder safely. Just wait patiently at the bottom of the ladder until there's only one ball and chain to come out. When it goes back in, make your move. There's not much of a prize when you get up to the top of the ladder though. Immediately you're faced with a gatekeeper. This monster has 2 faces and breathes fire. Hit him in the upper face to kill him. As soon as you're done, you have a marathon of some of the bosses you've just beat. Well, except Statue of Terror, he's just an arm and a head now. And now for the real boss fight. A mass of flies that come together to make one big fly. This move is also one of its attacks. Can't recommend the knife enough. After you beat him, hey, is that it? Well, in conclusion, I can say that the game kinda... Hold on a second.
Arthur, you have done well so far, but you will not be able to defeat Loki, who's behind the door. Go back to the village and get the magic power from the goddess.
I think he meant goddess
Of battle.
Hey, read this part for me.
Arthur, put on your magic armor and open the magic box. I'm sure that the goddess will appear. Good luck, Arthur. I believe that you'll defeat Loki.
One of the oldest tricks to extend a game. Make you play it a second time. And if you want that sweet, sweet ending, and you know you do, you better do it. I mean, it's the same game a second time. Nothing to write home about, so fast forward. Okay, so finally, at the end of the game basically, while wearing the magic armor, I opened up a chest, and the Goddess of Battle appeared. She then gave to Arthur a silent but violent weapon.
Yeah, I'ma throw these here fireballs at you, you whippersnapper.
If you somehow manage to keep the magic armor, it'll make the fireballs extra powerful. Okay, back to the giant fly guy. Let's see what happens. You go directly to the next fight and... Jeez, just look at Loki. That's one intimidating boss. If only he'd get out of that chair. He's like, I'm gonna kill this guy, but I'm not gonna stand up. Continue to hit him in the face and... Yeesh, that's pretty gruesome. Now after all that, a large bird comes in and drops off his girlfriend's body right in front of him. I say body because, watch this. Okay, and now for the ending. People's souls, which had been captured in Loki's body, were released, and the Princess of Hus, if I'm saying that right, was revived. The Earth has been restored to its peaceful self, thanks to Knight Arthur. However, there is no reason the Ghouls'n Ghost world will not be restored by someone, someday. Is Arthur's battle truly over? Played it twice, I sure hope it is. After a montage of boss battles you completed to reflect on, you get this.
There can be only one.
And this.
The end?
What, do you want me to play it again? No!